Here comes everybody. Welcome all. Welcome to today's daily antidote of song. Lovely, lovely, lovely. It is Monday. It is Memorial Day, and we've got the whole gang here in the room with us. So glad you guys have all joined today for another fabulous day of singing. Today with Maggie Wheeler, who we haven't been able to sing with in a while, so we're super excited that she's back. And let's help me, everybody, wave hello to everybody out there on the live stream. Hi, folks on the live stream. We're glad you've joined us today. And hello, of course, to everybody in this room. And welcome to today's Daily Antidote of Song. I'm Jo Rossi. I'm the director of the Daily Antidote. And I am excited to have all of us in the room today. I'm coming in from New Hampshire. We've got Maggie Wheeler coming in from Los Angeles. Can't wait to sing with you, Maggie. Let's say hi to Ariana, who's running tech out of Los Angeles, Emma in Norwich, UK, Athena in Brooklyn, Delhi in Maryland, Julie in Ontario, Canada, Kathy in Colorado, Neil in Boston, Susan in Cincinnati, Linda coming in on Orcas Island, Nan in Michigan, Diane in New Hampshire, Mary coming in from the USA. Nice to see you, Mary. Jamie in Victoria, Canada, Linda in California, Sheila in Florida, Christiana Dropkin coming in from Maryland, one of our song leaders. Happy birthday to Nico. A shout out from Kevin in New Hampshire. Thank you, Kevin, for remembering Nico's birthday. Trish in Victoria, British Columbia, Nancy in Washington State, Elizabeth in California, Dick and Kathy are here. Yay, on camera, coming in from Victoria. Great to see you guys. Arlene in Berkeley, California, Jenny in Suffolk, UK, Deborah in Kentucky. Let's see where else we are here. We've got Anne coming in from Nashville, Bob in Albany, Sue in Seattle, Jonathan coming in from Rhode Island. We have, let's see, Marion in Brighton, UK, Caroline coming in from DC, Carolyn in Boise, Idaho, reminding me that today is day 1,877 consecutive days of singing here in the Daily Antidote of Song. Storm in Massachusetts, Aloysius also Mass, Anne in Maryland, Sydney in San Francisco, Annette in California, Cricket in Maryland, and folks off camera, Anne in Nashville, I think I said, Maggie in California, Olga in London, UK, Elaine, nice to have you with us today, Sarah, Hoda in British Columbia, Bob in Massachusetts, and Karen coming in from Iowa. Everybody take a deep breath. Yes. So, you know, a lot of you know that we just finished our Mama's Week. So we had a whole week of Mama singing. We talked a lot about postpartum depression. We talked a lot about motherhood. We talked a lot about sacrifice. And yesterday was the last day of our Mama's Week. And it ended on a day when many of us read the news about the pediatrician mama in Gaza who lost 9 out of her 10 children in a strike. And it was so devastating to read that and impossible to actually function yesterday in the daily. And so we are calling out the fact that that is on a lot of our minds, and the sort of inhumanity and horror of much of what is going on around the world right now. So we are singing today for mamas everywhere, and for mamas in particular who don't have enough power in their lives to keep their children safe. And I would like to say a thank you to Maggie, who is bringing a mama song for us in reference to all of that. Maggie, as we all know, is the director of the Golden Bridge Choir, singer, songwriter, song leader extraordinaire. And Maggie, we're so glad to have you back in the room. Everybody, please welcome Maggie.
Hi, everybody. Oh my gosh, it's great to be back on the Daily Antidote and to see all of your incredible faces, so many familiar faces and so many new ones too. But hi to all my friends. Hi, Mary Cohen, I see you, and Dick and Kathy, and just everybody. Hi, Arlene, who I just got to meet in person, which was just amazing in Berkeley. So it's really, really lovely to be back with you all. And I'm excited to sing these 2 songs that I have to sing with you today. Both of them come from sort of the deepest place in my heart. To offer an opportunity for us to create and conjure change through singing together. So that's where I'm at this morning.
Beautiful. Thank you, Maggie. So tell us about song number 1, and we're ready to sing whenever you are.
Okay, song number 1 is called They Will Find Us. I wrote it right after Roe v. Wade was overturned. And I now have had a chance to sing this song live several times, which is rare these days. Some of these things that exist in the online forum, just to be able to have an opportunity to get with a group of people and sing it in person is really powerful. So I just had a chance to do that at the Freight and Salvage with Emma's Revolution. Was fantastic, and all the other people that were singing with us there, and also here in LA with Shireen Amini and Luke Wallace. I don't know if both of them have been on here. If they haven't, they both should be. Anyway, so this song has a chorus that you can all join in on, and if you want to sing the words of the verses, I encourage you to do it, because I feel like saying them out loud will make a difference. So I'm just going to let you know how the chorus goes. Okay. Well, let me find out where it starts. Hold on. Here we go. Okay. So the chorus goes like this. Grandmothers of the past, behind us. Can you sing that? Grandmothers of the past, behind us, mothers of the present, they will find us. Mothers of the present, they will find us. And daughters of the future, they will bind us. Daughters of the future, they will bind us. And we will work together now. And we will work together now. So, the verses have a very similar melody. To those who reenacted this transgression, those upholding systems of oppression. You'll be able to do it. May the power of our ancestors bring them to their knees. You'll jump. So please try to sing those verses with me if you can. And then there's a spot later on that you'll see if you're looking at the lyrics in the chat that's in bold. When I'm singing this song in person, I do it as call and response. But on this recording, it's just one voice, and it changes a little bit. You must be free to use your voice, and I must be free to make my choice. And it's very intuitive, and I think you will be able to sing along. And you will certainly be able to sing along with these choruses. Okay, here we go. I don't know why the fan of my computer just came on, and I hope it will be quiet. Grandmothers of the past, behind us, mothers of the present, they will find us. Daughters of the future, they will bind us. And we will work together now. To those who reenacted this transgression, those upholding systems of oppression, may the power of our ancestors bring them to their knees. Grandmothers of the past, behind us, mothers of the present, they will find us. Daughters of the future, they will bind us. And we will work together now. In the face of all your legislative violence, we will not be hushed, will not be silenced. We will form a powerful alliance, and we will work together now. Grandmothers of the past, behind us, mothers of the present, they will find us. Daughters of the future, they will bind us. And we will work together now. Well, you must be free to use your voice, and I must be free to make my choice. And we must all sing and must rejoice, so we can work together now. We send our love out in the air. We gather women everywhere, and we encircle them with arms of care until each one of us is free. And that includes the ones who think differently. Grandmothers of the past, behind us. Mothers of the present, they will find us. Daughters of the future, they will bind us. And we will work together now. We will work so every woman can be free. Work so we can claim our own bodies. Work until each girl is safe to see whoever she is meant to be. Grandmothers of the past, behind us, mothers of the present, they will find us. Daughters of the future, they will bind us. And we will work together now. Grandmothers of the past, behind us, mothers of the present, they will find us. Daughters of the future, they will bind us. And we will work together now. We will work together now. We will work together now.
Thank you, Maggie.
Thank you.
Yeah, lots to sink your teeth into in that one. Why don't you tell us a little bit more about the writing of it and your feelings about it and how it interplays with all that's going on right now?
Uh, you know, I mean, it's so hard to kind of face the climate and the landscape of what's happening right now all over the world and here in this country in the US, and how many rights are being stripped away from women all over the world. And I just, when Roe v. Wade was overturned, I just felt the power of the generations, the people who suffered before it was enacted, the generations that benefited from that protection and the future for our daughters, uh, uh, and how precarious that is. And I just, at that point, just felt like it was urgent to summon the forces of women, you know, then and now and the ones yet to be born. That's how much power and how much force we need. We need the energy that, you know, that preceded us, the energy that is here, the energy that is yet to be, in order to gather strength and fight for our rights, fight these struggles that generations before us had to stand on the front lines and really dedicate their lives to. So that was really the energy that brought this song into being, and also really wanting to call in those forces to, you know, to push back these, you know, those who reenacted this transgression. And of course, it was just the beginning. Every hour of every day right now, we are, you know, we're facing it here and everywhere. So there you go. These songs today, for me, are incantations, and I really am feeling into the how to the gathering of community in order to send these thoughts and these words and these prayers, and these protests into the universe, because we need that's what we, you know, we need all the help right now.
Ooh, yeah, and how. Thank you, Maggie. That's really great. So there was a line in particular that jumped out at me that I can't remember exactly, something about for people who are not like us. Or can you say that one for me?
Yes, so we send our love out in the air, we gather women everywhere, and we encircle them with arms of care until each one of us is free. And that includes the ones who think differently. And uh, what was happening to me when I wrote that was thinking about how we all come up in the soup that we're in. And for some people who think, you know, you know, we look at them and we think, I can't possibly relate to how you think, especially just speaking about women's issues, you know, looking at someone and saying, you're a woman. How is it possible that you could think that way? And then you just think about you know, the food of their life, the food of their religion, the food of their news feed, the food of their culture, their community. You know, people don't, you know, they've never even entertained another notion. And so I want, you know, I want the liberation of all humans, of all genders and all in betweens. So yeah, that's what that was about for me.
Yeah, thank you, Maggie. So I think we talk about that a lot in here, the idea that the divisiveness is stripping us of our humanity if we're looking at people as an issue and not looking at them as a person. And so, for example, in the news, what we read yesterday about the woman who lost her 9 children, in some news stories, I saw that potentially her husband did or did not post something online supporting this or not supporting that. And my reaction was, who cares? Like, what difference does it make? That is a human being who just lost 9 children, right? There's just no other thing to talk
Yeah.
about, I think, when we're talking about that. And I think remembering that is maybe sort of the seed of what is going to keep us, you know, in working in human land, which is the thing that's the most likely to help ease the conflicts and find the peace.
Yeah.
So, yeah, thanks, Maggie.
Yeah, and I feel like also like maybe just holding the space, being the place where somebody might feel safe to come if they suddenly begin to question what it is that they've always believed.
Isn't that so right? Right? I mean, that's kind of what we learned when we were all engaging in the racial justice discussions, sometime around George Floyd's murder, is that we were coming into the room and we did not all come from the same place and we were not all holding the same beliefs or had not been taught all the same systems. And as we worked through things, we all grew. And I think that
Mhm.
that is important, to make that space available for anyone who doesn't feel too sure of what they know, right? And
Yeah.
how many of us recognize that certainty can be a real enemy of progress, right? Like, and questions are really the thing that keep us growing. And so, Maggie, just to shift gears for a moment here, do you want to just very quickly say anything about Mother's Day, how your daughters, anything at all, just to personally let us know how you're doing in the world of being a mom?
Wow, I'm in a really interesting chapter of being a mom because my children are 25 and almost 30, and my eldest got married this year, and my youngest is who's my eldest is a therapist, and my youngest is an actress, and so I'm just like watching them just move into these incredible chapters of their lives, and and they are teaching me. That is the chapter that I'm in, and I feel like I am benefiting at this moment in my children's lives from, being able to kind of peel back more of my authenticity as a woman, and look at some of those things that so those I don't know. I want to say costumes is the word that's jumping into my head, but it's not really what I mean. As a parent, when you only want your children to see these things and those things, and of course they learn about your humanity, and of course by the time they're 7 or 8, they think you're stupid. But like I'm perfect, I'm perfect. Oh no, I'm stupid, I'm stupid. But anyway, at this point in life, I'm really enjoying the ways that they are knowing me and that I am getting to know them, and I think that's what I want to say about this chapter of motherhood. It's wonderful.
That is so beautiful. So, yeah, thank you.
And by the way, sometimes I'm still stupid.
Yeah, well, I mean, apparently I don't know how to drive, so we know,
Nor do
so,
I. I went to meet my younger daughter somewhere the other day, and I thought we were going together, and she said, "We're not driving together." I said, "Oh, cool. See you there."
so awesome. So I totally get what you mean about peeling back the layers. Just want to say that, like, I feel like we talk a lot right now about black and white thinking and about how damaging it is. But if you think back to when you had tiny ones, we teach them in black and white, right? We don't
Mm,
teach them, oh, the stove might be hot, it might not be hot, right? We just teach them like hot, like so that they can get the basic concept down. And we work on the grays later, right?
yeah,
So some ways of thinking about this might be that for any of us who got something stuck in the black and white, now might be a really good time to be working with ourselves, with our friends, our neighborhood, our community, on thinking about some of those grays, because when we're older, we don't need that black and white, and
yeah,
we need the grays.
yeah.
So thank you, Maggie. I think you have stuff coming up. You want to tell us about it?
I do. I have a few really wonderful things coming up. So, for many years in the summer, I have gone to teach at the Omega Institute, which is where my song leading musical journey began as a student of Isai Barnwell's over 40 years ago in that wonderful place. I have such great love for the Omega Institute, what they are, what they do. And I'm very fortunate that for 9, 10, I've lost count of the years. I teach in the summer during July, in the month of July. Last week, it's the last week of July this summer. I teach during Family Week, and Family Week is a revelation. I never knew it existed until they hired me to teach there. And as a result, my children grew up at Family Week every summer. And so much of who they are, so much of the best parts of what got them through their younger years came from that one week at Omega. It is a village of just a love and laying the mask down for kids and really people being able to be their authentic selves at every age. But if you have kids or if you don't have kids, I highly recommend coming to Omega during Family Week because it's so special. It's the only week of the year that it looks like that. And it's really a village, and I'm just so grateful to be a part of it. So I'll be there with Arnaé Batson on July 27th through August 1st, and it's a beautiful environment. It's a beautiful community. And then in September, first week of September, I have put together my first SONGFEST at Omega. For anybody who's been following me or attending, I've been doing these multi-song leader gatherings in different places, in Ojai, in LA, etc. And so I'm doing one at Omega in September with myself, Melanie Demore, Arnaé Batson, Alaa Blakely, and Amy Ringle. And it's going to be an incredibly special week, or it's 5 days. So I highly recommend, if you're not on my mailing list, go to goldenbridgechoir.com and get on my mailing list, and then I'll just spam you with information about it. But otherwise, go to the Omega website and come join us because I'm just so excited about both of those opportunities.
Thank you, Maggie. Very, very nice to hear that. I'm going to also take a moment just to shout out. So I also have been part of a Family Week mine at Pinewoods Camp in Massachusetts. And this year I'm teaching at Family Week at Pinewoods. And also my son grew up in that. And similar to what you're saying, like the sort of foundation that it provides, there are other camps, music and dance camps, traditional music camps, where you can bring children. And it is really a very special thing to be able to introduce children to that sort of, as you said, village. And I haven't been to Omega yet, but I hope some July to be right there with you. And
So
I think you have one more song you're going to share with us.
I do. This is a brand new song. I wrote it this week. And
Whoops. Okay, Maggie's freezing, I think, a little bit, so we're going to just hang tight. I'll take up a little bit of space until
you'll be the second people to this is around this. Oh,
Are you back? Nope, you're
Joe,
frozen.
are you saying something?
You were frozen, but you're back.
Me?
Yep, you're good.
Oh, I wonder what happened. Oh, how weird. Okay. So where did you lose me?
Why don't you just start again on the
Okay. Anyway, I just wrote this song a couple of days ago. I mean, it was sort of, it was in the hopper, but it got released, and I shared it with a group of people 2 nights ago in LA, and I'm going to share it with you now. And it's called "Gather Round This Table," and and this is what I also hope we can do with each other. Oh, let me tell you how it goes. It goes, let me find the key. To give. Let us gather round this table. I'll just sing through this little bit first. Let us gather round this table with all we have to give and sing with all our hearts that innocence may live. That is how those verses go. And then the next part is always the same, except for one word which changes. Let us gather round this table with all we have to say and sing with all our might till justice will outweigh all the evil in this world. Let us sing it to the ground. Let our songs transform it into love and spread that love around. So that's how it goes. That second part about transforming, that word changes. Evil changes to suffering, to chaos, to trouble. So you'll hear that. Let's sing this loud. Let us gather round this table with all we have to give and sing with all our hearts that innocence may live. Let us gather round this table with all we have to say and sing with all our might till justice will outweigh all the evil in this world. Let us sing it to the ground. Let our songs transform it into love and spread that love around. Let us gather round this table with all we have to bear till greed turns to abundance and everyone will share. Let us gather round this table with all we have to say and sing with all our might till justice will outweigh all the suffering in this world. Let us sing it to the ground. Let our songs transform it into love and spread that love around. Let us gather round this table with all we have to burn and sing with all our hearts until our lessons learned. Let us gather round this table with all we have to say and sing with all our might till justice will outweigh all the chaos in this world. Let us sing it to the ground. Let our songs transform it into love and spread that love around. Let us gather round this table with all we have to bring and sing with all our hearts until the heavens ring. Let us gather round this table with all we have to say and sing with all our might till justice will outweigh all the trouble in this world. Let us sing it to the ground. Let our songs transform it into love and spread that love around. Let our songs transform it into love and spread that love around. Let our songs transform it into love and spread that love around.
Beautiful, Maggie.
Thank you. Thanks for singing that into the world, everybody.
Thank you for bringing us a brand new hot out of the oven song. Really nice to sing that with you and to maybe be a little bit of your test audience here. And
Yeah, may it be
also,
so. How did it feel? Good?
oh, it felt great. I loved that. And it kind of, we're gathered in these little boxes around a table of sorts right now. And so here we are together, dining on our music and doing the work. We're doing the work, gang, here in this space and also when we're out in the world. And keep it up because I know that some days are harder than others. And can we please all give Maggie a huge thank you for sharing two beautiful songs and a great discussion. And Maggie, wishing you a very merry Memorial Day and happy Monday and the start of a new week. I'm going to take one moment here just to quick let everybody know what else is coming up this week. So thanks again to Maggie today. It was beautiful to sing with you. Tomorrow we have Brendan Taff coming in from Vermont, Chrissy Lamont, new to us, coming in from the UK, Katie Martucci coming in from New York, Saul Paul coming in from California, Peter and Mary Alice Amanon coming in from Vermont, and Elena LaFulana will open June up for us. She comes in out of DC. It's going to be a great week. Please join us for the rest of this week. We are singing about peace and light and renewal and all the things we all need right now. So thanks again. Let's give it up one more time for Maggie.
Thank you, everybody. So good to be here. What a great way to start the day. I'm so happy to see all of you and sing with all of you. May it be so.
May it be so. Thank you, Maggie. All right, we can all wave Maggie out of the room. And thanks again, Maggie, for being with us. Let's say goodbye to everybody else and bye to everybody out there on the live stream. Thanks so much for joining us. And thanks to Ariana for running tech for us today, coming in out of Los Angeles. And goodbye to Emma in Norwich, Athena in Brooklyn, New York, Mary in the USA, Arlene in Berkeley, California, Dick and Kathy, regular hosts and song leaders in this space, coming in from Victoria. Great to see you on camera. I know it's early where you are, also early where Maggie is. Kathy in Colorado, Neil in Boston, Susan in Cincinnati, Caroline in DC, Linda on Orcas Island, Nan in Michigan, Christiana Dropkin coming in from Maryland, one of our song leaders, Carolyn in Boise, Idaho, Deborah in Kentucky, Sue in Seattle, Jonathan in Rhode Island, Bob, Mabel, and a bunch of bears in Massachusetts, Kevin reminding everybody that it is Nico's birthday. Thank you for the shout out, Kevin. We'll stay and we'll take pictures if anybody has anything they want to hold up. Thank you, Kevin, coming in from New Hampshire. David and Elsie coming in from Oakland, California, complete with dragon, bear, or dinosaur. Hard to tell from this angle. Karen in Iowa City, Iowa. Annette in California. Hoda in British Columbia. Sydney in San Francisco. Trish in Victoria, British Columbia. Storm in Massachusetts. Cricket in Maryland. Sheila in Florida. Jamie in Victoria. Marion in Brighton, UK. Delhi in Maryland. Anne also Maryland. Kat in Vermont. Aloysius in Mass. And Diane in Mass. Bob in Albany, New York. Nancy in Washington State. Jenny in Suffolk, UK. Anne in Nashville, Ruth in Birmingham, UK. Nice to see you there. Penny in Victoria, Gary in Mass, Kay in Texas, and Kathy in California. Thanks again, everybody. Can't wait to see you all tomorrow right here on the Daily Antidote of Song. Ciao.